Hello students, good morning. Now we are going to start the new lesson, that is 3.3 Stephen Hawking. But before going to turn towards the actual lesson, as usual we have to must to go through the preliminary activity that is given here in the form of warming up questions. First question baga, get into pairs and match the, here it is, first question, get into pairs and match the prominent personalities with the disabilities. Column A and column B are given here. We have to match them properly. Now, first one, John Milton. It is given here. It is John Milton. It is he is the great scientist. Here it is the great English poet who became blind at the age of 43 years. John Milton, the great English poet who became blind at the age of 43 years. This one. Now, Beethoven. Beethoven here, the great German composer and musician who became deaf at the age of 28 years. Stephen Hawking, third one. Stephen Hawking here, it is a famous scientist of 20th century who was paralyzed. A famous scientist of 20th century who was as we have studied before. Walt Disney. Walt Disney here, an American entrepreneur, animator, voice actor, had learning disability. Walt Disney, an American entrepreneur, animator, voice actor, had learning disability. Next one, Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein here, a great 20th century scientist and noted physicist, had learning disability. It's called Albert Einstein. After that, Thomas Edison. Here it is, Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison here, this one, that is great inventor who has over 1,000 patents, had learning disability and became deaf. It is all about Thomas Edison. After that, Helen Keller. Helen Keller was blind and deaf. Sudha Chandran, dancer, as we have earlier heard before her. Sudha Chandran, dancer whose leg had to be amputated because of an accident. Next one, Tanai Gray Thompson. Here it is Tanai Gray Thompson is a wheelchair racer. Tanai Gray Thompson is a wheelchair racer. And last one, Franklin Roosevelt. Had polio and was elected as the president of United States for 4 times. Okay, these are all about scientists and their activities. After that, second question, world building reduplication. Here you have to solve yourself this activity. Now we are going to turn towards the actual lesson, Stephen Hawking. But before going to turn towards the actual lesson, we must know about Stephen Hawking. Here, 8 January 1942, 14th March 2018. He was an English theoretical physicist, cosmologist, author and director of research at the Center of Theoretical Cosmology within the Cambridge University. One of the famous scientists, as we have heard about him, that who was none other than Stephen Hawking, and he was an English physicist, cosmologist, author, one of the director of research at the Center of Theoretical Cosmology, and he works under the Cambridge University. Hawking was the first to set out a theory of cosmology explained by a union of a general theory of relativity and quantum mechanics. Also, he was the first person, he was the first scientist who set out the theory of cosmology. Theory of cosmology was explained by whom? Stephen Hawking. Hawking was an honorary fellow of the Royal Society of Arts, FRSA. He also got a fellowship of Royal Society, a lifetime member of the Pontifical Academy of Sciences. Also, he was the member of Pontifical Academy of Sciences and a recipient of the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Also, he got Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian award in the US, one of the highest award in the United States, one of the highest civilian award in the United States, and he got that award, that is Presidential Medal of Freedom. This lesson gives us an insight into the great scientist, his life and his works. Okay, Now we are going to turn towards the actual lesson. Stephen Hawking, born January 8, 1942, is a British scientist, professor, and author who has done groundbreaking work in physics and cosmology, and whose books have helped to make science accessible to everyone. Here, the word cosmology means the science of the origin and development of the universe. The science of the origin as well as the development of the universe means called cosmology. Here, Stephen Hawking was born on 8 January 1942. He was British scientist, one of the famous scientists, professor, author who has worked a groundbreaking work in physics, who has done a very much or original or advanced work in physics and cosmology, as well as whose books have helped to make science accessible to everyone. Accessible means what, within the reach of. His books, they have helped to make science available within reach of everyone, accessible to everyone. At the age of 21, while studying cosmology at the University of Cambridge, he was diagnosed with the amyotrophic lateral sclerosis (ALS) when he was 21 years old. At the same time, he was studying cosmology at the University of Cambridge, and at the same time he was diagnosed with one of the rare disease, that is ALS. ALS means what? Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, a disease that causes the death actually. The death of neurons which control voluntary muscle, that is called a theory here. That is called a ALS disease. Part of his life story was depicted in the 2014 film The Theory of Everything. Also, his film was also published in 2014, The Theory of Everything. What was the name of his film? The Theory of Everything was the film, and his life story was depicted in that film, and it was published in 2014. Okay. Over the years, Stephen Hawking has written or co-written a total of 15 books. In that many years, he had written nearly about 15 books. Total of 15 books he had written. A few of the most noteworthy include The Grand Design, The Universe in a Nutshell, The Theory of Everything. Here the few of his books. Actually, he had written nearly about 15 books, and some of books have been mentioned here. They are The Grand Design, The Universe in a Nutshell, as well as The Theory of Everything. These are the books. These are the famous books written by Stephen Hawking. In 1988, what happened? Hawking catapulted to international prominence with the publication of A Brief History of Time. In 1988, what happened? Hawking catapulted means what? Launched. Here the word catapult means launch. Here it is. The word catapult means what? Launch. In 1988, what happened? Hawking, he had launched an international prominence with the publication of A Brief History of Time. One of the book, A Brief History of Time, was written by whom? That Stephen Hawking. The short, informative book became an account of the cosmology for the masses and offered an overview of space and time. The book was regarding cosmology. The book was about cosmology, and it had cosmology for the people, for the masses means what? For the people, as well as it offered an overview. Overview means what? A general review of space and time. It was about the review of space and time. It is also given here. The short informative book became an account of cosmology for the masses means here people, and offered an overview space of time. It was regarding what? Regarding space as well as time, and the existence of God and the future. The book was about, here it is given, the book itself. The book was about what we say that it was about the existence of God and the future, as well as space and time. The work was an instant success, spending more than 4 years atop the London Sunday Times bestseller list. Also, whatever he had done in that for that time, the work was whatever he had chosen, he got an instant success, spending more than 4 years atop the London Sunday Times bestseller list, and it was spending nearly about more than 4 years. Years he had spent, and after that it was published in London Sunday Times, and it was bestsellers list. at the same time. It means that he got instant success. Since its publication, it has sold millions of copies worldwide. It has sold millions of its copies worldwide and been translated into more than 40 languages. The book, A Brief History of Time, as we have seen that it was published in nearly about millions of copies it has sold, and it had been translated into several languages, nearly about 40 languages, more than 40 languages. The book has been sold millions of copies itself worldwide and it had been translated into more than 40 languages. A Brief History of Time also wasn't as easy to understand as some had hoped. Actually, it was translated into 40 languages, but it was not understood by common people. So it was not as easy to understand as some had hoped. So in 2001, Hawking followed up his book with The Universe in a Nutshell. Again, what happened in 2012, Hawking has done, he had actually it was whatever he had written, A Brief History of Time, it was not as easy to understand as for the common people. For that purpose, what he had done, in 2001 he had rewritten the same book in a simple language, that is called uh, The Universe in a Nutshell. The book The Universe in a Nutshell. Here it is, the book, The Universe in a Nutshell. Before that, brief history of time. लक्षात ठेवा यांच्या बुकची नावं. A Brief History of Time. It was not as easy to understand for the common people. So again, in 2001, what he had done, he had rewritten the same book, same content, but in a simple language for understanding for everyone, for the common people. The Universe in a Nutshell, which offer a more illustrated guide to cosmology's big theories. Okay. After that, in 2005, Hawking authored the even more accessible A Briefer History of Time, which further simplified the original work's core concepts and launched upon the newest developments in the field like string theory. In 2005, again he authored even more accessible, same book he again republished, he had rewritten in it is even more accessible, it is more easily understood by the common people. The book named A Briefer History of Time. Here again he had rewritten the book, that is called here Briefer History of Time here, which further simplified the original work's core concept. Means what? Core here is given general concept or basic concepts, and touch upon the newest developments in the field like string theory. String theory means what? In physics, string theory is a theoretical framework in which the point like particles are replaced by one dimensional object, that is called here string theory here. And he had included in detail all the things in his book A Briefer History of Time. After that, together these three books along with Hawking's own research and papers articulate and the physicist's personal search for science holy grail, a single unifying theory that can combine cosmology, the study of the big, with quantum mechanics, the study of the small, to explain how the universe began. Now, together these three books means The Brief History of Time, again the nutshell, as we have seen that what we have seen that is The Universe in a Nutshell, and now The Briefer History in Time. Together these three books along with Hawking's own research, these three books are also there along with Stephen Hawking's own research as well as papers. They articulate, they shows us the physicist's personal search for science holy grail. Holy grail means what here? That is also given here, the holy grail, a thing which is eagerly pursued or sought after. A thing which is eagerly pursued or sought after, that is called here holy grail, a single unifying theory. It is a theory along with his three books as well as his own research and papers. He had again rewritten by combining three books as well as his theory, that is cosmology, the study of the big, with quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics means what? The science which explains the behavior of matter. Quantum mechanics here means what here? That is also given here, the quantum mechanics. Here it is, the science that shows us, that gives us, here it is given, quantum mechanics, the science which explains the behavior of matter, that is called quantum mechanics, the study of the small to explain how the universe began. It's this kind of ambitious thinking that has allowed Hawking, who claims he can think it in 11 dimensions. Dimensions means what? Aspects. Here it is, dimensions, aspects or features or facts, that is called here dimensions. Here what we say that it's this kind of ambitious thinking. What he actually thought that with the help of all these three books along with his own research as well as whatever he had done on his papers, he want to research regarding cosmology, theory of cosmology. It's this kind of ambitious thinking that has allowed Hawking, who claims he can think it in 11 dimensions, 11 aspects, to lay out some big possibilities for humankind. He is convinced that time travel is possible and that humans may indeed colonize other planets in the future. According to him, he is convinced that he thought that definitely humans can colonize other planets in the future. भविष्यामध्ये मानव जो आहे तो मानव इतर प्लॅनेटमध्ये जाऊन तो तिथे जाऊन तो कॉलनीज तयार करू शकतो किंवा तिथे जाऊन तो राहू शकतो असं त्यांनी हा सिद्धांत मांडला थ्रू द कॉस्मॉलॉजी थिअरी. आफ्टर दॅट व्हॉट हॅपन here up to here we have to see, remaining part we will see afterwards. Okay, thank you.